Okay. Hello. Hey, thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Okay. So this reading is for Pisces and ninth house connection. The ninth house is Sagittarius's house. Alright, so let's do a reading for Pisces and Sagittarius's, aka the ninth house and the 12th house connections. Dear Holy Spirit, please put resonance in the deck for Pisces and Sagittarius. Ace of Swords. Thank you, dear Holy Spirit. Please give me the next position. Second position for this connection. The World. And the Apprentice. Alright, great. So I'm getting a straightforward reading for Pisces and Sagittarius' connection. There's newfound clarity. There's ascension in your connection, a new chapter, a new beginning. So it looks like after many lessons, ups and downs, trials and tribulations, your connection has brought you to the point mastering those lessons, and it looks like you guys are headed towards a new beginning. Ace of Swords, the World, and the Apprentice. Hello. Thank you for stopping by. Alright, so that's a pretty straightforward reading for Pisces and Sagittarius. To clarify these positions and look for additional information, but that's one complete reading there, so we can put a pin in that one. Dear Holy Spirit, please clarify the first position. Alright, great. So the clarity in the Ace of Swords is being reiterated with the Page of Pentacles. Alright, great. This World is being reiterated with the Four of Fire. And the Apprentice is being clarified with itself, the Apprentice. Alright, so that's a confirmation for me that this connection is ascending to a higher level of commitment with stability. And the Four of Fire, you guys could be thinking about moving in together, sharing your resources, working together, relocating, something in regard to housing. But just in generally speaking, the Four of Fire for me is stability within oneself and also within your connection. So I have a confirmation here. Now we'll be going forward to cultivate a Celtic cross to get additional information. That reading, we'll put a pin in that one as complete and move on to get some additional information for other potential storylines or to elaborate to elaborate. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me my fourth position. Okay, Three of Swords. Fifth position. Ace of Fire. Sixth position. The Magician. Seventh position. Nine of Swords. Eighth position. Seven of Pentacles. Ninth position. The Hermit. 10th position. Alright, so sandwiched between the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. Also, the Ten of Swords, the Strength, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Five of Swords. Split a series of card combinations in its sequential order because I'm working with a stacked deck. So the Six of Swords, Seven of Swords, Eight of Swords. Okay. So here it looks like, as far as yes, this connection having the ups and downs, the trials and tribulations, it looks like this particular spread for this connection, which is not going to resonate with every Sagittarius Pisces connection. This one had a heartbreak in the recent past. It looks like there is a reconciliation on the horizon for this connection, and it looks like there's going to be an offer to reconcile and to have a restart, or to embark on a new chapter, a new journey, and not reconcile with this connection because of the ups and downs, trials and tribulations, the lessons learned. The opportunity is to either, move on away from the toxic situation into a better situation, or to reconcile and try this one again. It looks like for the connections, because we've already done a reading and mostly we were looking at a connection that's moving fluidly towards and ascending to a higher level of commitment. This one here, this diagram, this schematic is showing a connection that is riddled with heartbreak, betrayal, lies, being strung along. So it looks like it would be a repeat. If you got back together, it looks like it would still repeat. Yeah, but that's what I have here for this Sagittarius and Pisces connection. For the toxic connection, it looked like there were some connections that were not toxic. That information was not available. It was just describing the connection coming in with clarity, like I said, and then moving forward, ascending higher to commitment. This one here is embodying, it looks like a repeat karmic pattern. Alright, so moving forward, I just need a moment to restack the deck, and I'll be right back to move to our next reading. Okay, so now we'll look at Pisces and Libra, or correction, Scorpio, the 8th house. Alright, dear Holy Spirit, please give me a reading for Pisces and Scorpio connections. Pisces and Scorpio. Please put resonance in the deck for Pisces and Scorpio. Okay, so this connection here, it looks like it's approaching a major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, a shaken up, a test of the foundation of this connection. And it looks like the test is stressful. So it almost looks like I need to get a clarifier right away. But yeah, it looks like no, either the beginning of this connection was really good. The beginning of the connection seemed to resonate, flow, like everything seemed to be good and beautiful. But there's one translation saying that, or the translation is saying that the both of you were good on your own, but when you came together, your energies kind of collided and did not mesh very well. So that's what I wanted to clarify. And it feels like it's out of sync, like the timing is off. It's just the chemistry, the dynamic is off, and things are going yeah, not very good. For this Scorpio and Pisces connection. So I want to clarify here the Nine of Pentacles. Got the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, and the Ten of Swords. Queen of Cups. Alright, so I feel like that is a confirmation of what was stated. So, yeah. It's emotionally toxic and mentally toxic. And it feels like there's some hidden, secrets, hidden aspects that are coming to surface and causing a disturbance here with that moon energy. So looking at the Scorpio and Pisces connection, yeah, I'm having a confirmation there that there's some turmoil in this connection. It feels like there's dissonance here in the connection at the moment. Again, this is a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone. There is a select few in the collective for this reading here, describing this reading. It's not intended to resonate with everyone. I'm going to continue to work this one to get more information. Dear Holy Spirit, please continue. Please cultivate a Celtic cross. I'm looking for the fourth position now. Okay, 9 of fire. So in the past, it looks like there is a block up or just diminished connection. The connection has diminished. Like your person is less available, less responsive. And it feels like maybe you guys should have left the connection a while ago, but you're holding on out of obligation, or something is holding you. Maybe some unfinished business. It looks like, yeah, a breakup is on the horizon if it hasn't happened already. It looks like, yeah, this connection is really stressful. I want to clarify the Three of Pentacles. There's some sort of obstructive interference here in the Three of Pentacles. Dear Holy Spirit, please clarify. I want to clarify if it is disruptive energy here, or if it's trying to work things out. Okay, so it's being clarified with the Three of Swords, which is disruptive, and some sense of heartbreak, feeling betrayed, backstab. For some of you in the storyline, not everyone, but there's a select few in the collective that live together or was in the process of moving in together. So it looks like you'll be moving your stuff out or trying to figure that out. And then that gives more context for those connections, why it feels like you want to leave, but you're staying, you aren't ready. For some reason, something is holding you there. So let me clarify the Eight of Swords. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Okay, so the Page of Pentacles. So there's either financial obligations or questions in regard to finances. Yeah, again, looking at that Four of Fire, I was feeling like that. Probably live together or something to that extent. So there's some unfinished business or some entanglement as far as finances are concerned. Obligations on that part. Okay, not being closed out. So yeah, it looks like this particular connection is distressed on the way towards a breakup. There is an offense that took place. Dear Holy Spirit, please clarify the Knight of Fire. Four of Swords. Four of Fire. So, alright. So it seems that maybe one of you want to try to work it out. So if somebody has been blocked, it seems that your person of interest might just want to come and show up because of the unresponsiveness, and they need to work something out about the housing situation is what it looks like. Or let's see, alright, well, I am picking up some dissonance here. It looks like I'm by myself in this reading here. A lot of people have signed off, so I don't have a lot of energy to keep working it. I was just mostly looking to see the energy in this connection. Energy changes all the time, so I'll be back to check on this again as soon as possible. And again, thank you if it's not your reading, if it doesn't resonate. Thank you for not forcing it. I'll be back to do another as soon as possible. No, as far as that Scorpio and Pisces, if it wasn't like a work, if it wasn't housing, living together, it seemed to be like work, someplace that was communal, that you guys meet up occasionally or routinely. But okay, thank you for your patience while I restack the deck for the next reading. All right, there we go. Okay, so next we'll look at Pisces and Libra connection, aka the 7th house. Alright, so it looks like at least one of you is minded to move this connection to a higher level of commitment, while the other of you finds yourself more in a bachelorette uh, stage or disposition. And then so it looks like there's some withdrawal from your person as they're considering the nature of this connection, if it has potential, if they're in agreement and alignment with raising it to a higher level of commitment and becoming more serious or not. So at this point, I want to clarify. Dear Holy Spirit, why is the Knight of Pentacles here? I feel like there's additional information being added that, yes, somebody in the connection did want to raise the connection to a higher level. They feel that the energy is not mutual. So there's a lot of, painful, intense feelings about that. And also feeling alone without you in the connection. Wanting to reconcile and see if you can come back together, or if they need to move on and take the rejection. It looks like this might have happened before too. In this particular reading, reminding me of the disclaimer that it's not intended to resonate with everyone. There's a select few in the collective for this message, for this reading to apply. So please don't force it. I'll be back to do another as soon as possible. Now clarifying the 7 of Fire. Someone also in that context might be accused or being projected onto and feeling like they need to defend themselves. But let's get more clarity here. Dear Holy Spirit, why is the 7 of Fire here? Yeah, it feels like they're being accused or needing to defend themselves, and also the energy towards them is really strong and intense. It's overwhelming. Okay, so yeah, and it's difficult for them to maintain their stability. The connection is disabling, like knocking them off of their squares. That's giving some context, I feel like, for the next card being the Hermit. But let's see. Yep, I'm being closed out there. So dear Holy Spirit, please clarify the Hermit. Yes, to get, to remain their clarity and their focus, to get even more focus. And also they're wondering, yeah, if there is potential to be stable in this connection. But they're also retreating into their own energy to maintain their own sense of stability, because this one has become debilitating, knocking them off of their feet, so to speak. Alright, to get additional information, we'll get a Celtic cross going. Okay, so the 9 of Swords. Please give me my 5th position for this spread. Okay, 10 of Fire. The 6th position. The Lovers. 7th position. 7 of Cups. 8th position. 4 of Swords. 9th position. 3 of Pentacles. 10. position, reconciliation, and or the judgment. Okay, so far I'm getting additional information and pretty much restating, you know, the other reading's energy. This one here, it does say that there's possibility for reconciliation to happen as the judgment is the outcome. So let's start there and clarify. Well, actually, let me look at the Three of Pentacles here. Dear Holy Spirit, please clarify. These Three of Pentacles could be trying to work things out, or some obstructive interference. So being clarified with the Seven of Swords would say that there's other options your person is considering in their heart of hearts. And so for this reconciliation, it would be a highlighted area of concern, that there could be a relapse, that there could be, you know, just wanting to reconcile, to have a moment, but then also in their heart of hearts, they have stringing along, you know, trying to be dishonest, basically. Let's see. Dear Holy Spirit, please clarify. Let's see what else. The Lovers. Seven of Swords again. There's some deception here. Okay, so that's pretty much what I'm picking up. Again, this is a general reading, not intended to resonate with everyone, okay? There's someone. So either there will be a reconciliation, or you'll have to use your judgment to decide if you should walk away from this connection, if you feel that it resonates, that there's deception, and that it would be a repeat and another, you know, broken heart, sense of betrayal if you were to reconcile. Okay, I just need a moment to restock the deck, and then we'll be moving to the 6th house, which is Virgo's house, to look at Pisces and Virgo connections. Okay. All right. Virgo, aka the 6th house, and Pisces, aka the 12th house. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me resonance in the deck so I can have a message, a reading for Virgo and Pisces connections. Please put resonance in the deck for Virgo and Pisces, 6th house and 12th house. The Tower and the Temperance is at the top and bottom of the deck. Okay, so off the top, there's some sort of intense, you know, intensity basically coming on the stage in the Nine of Swords. And it looks like our couples are using means to distract themselves, focusing in on their work, focusing in on their house, you know, getting the house together, just trying to distract themselves. It looks like they're surrounded by beauty in their own world, but there's some sort of obsessive, you know, some sort of obsession over here. But I'll need to get some clarity. So it looks like it's just really difficult to focus on something. So let me get, I would like to have more information here. Okay, so let's look deeper into the Nine of Swords. Let's see, I want to use this deck here. Dear Holy Spirit, please clarify the Nine of Swords. Yeah, it felt intense, like, but it felt like the type of intensity that was like trying to distract oneself from the urge of coming back together, or just can't get the person off of your mind type of energy. So the Two of Swords is standing at a crossroads. So yeah, it feels like there's an intensity, and then seeing this obsessive energy here in the third position. Let me look over here. Yeah, see how there's a star card. So it feels like there's a very intense attraction and wondering if there's opportunity to reconcile. Let's look here. Yeah, okay, so, and that's being clarified with the Apprentice, and I feel like, yeah, so that's what I'm getting, is that there's this intense desire to want to come together, but trying to distract oneself to stay focused on other things, to keep those thoughts out of mind. So to get additional information here, I'll be putting this in a Celtic cross. Let's see. I'll use this. Dear Holy Spirit, please continue. Please cultivate the Celtic cross. I'm looking for the fourth position. Eight of Cups. Six of Pentacles. Seven of Fire. The Hermit. Nine of Cups. Ten of Swords. All right. Hi Neon. Hi everybody. Thank you for your support on the video and on the channel, interacting with me in the chat as well. Okay, so for this reading here, it looks like in the recent past, or in the past, not sure how recent, but there was an emotional disconnect. There was an emotional disconnect in this connection. Yikes. And I'm like repeating and stumbling over my words, but Pisces and Virgo. And it looks like in the present moment, there's thoughts of coming together, wondering if the two of you are in a better state to work this out, you know. And also there's a strong energy that's trying to just hold it together and not think about coming back together, not think about it. We've already talked about the intensity. It does look like there will be an attempt in the near future to communicate, like just the urge and the patience or whatever to try to keep away from each other, try to not communicate from each other is too strong. It looks like there will be communication. It does look like your person is available at the moment for love, and that they are doing good within their own energy. It also looks like they have a strong passion in themselves to have like a release. So it does seem like there's just a release really highlighted. Like there is an urge to just come together, definitely spend some adult time together. Even more so than, I don't really see the energy about wanting to have a stable relationship. Yeah, and actually to have the stable relationship, energy is in a challenged position because of the withdrawal and the time spent apart. But it looks more like wanting to have some adult time together. It's what I'm picking up here in this reading. So this is, again, it's not one that's intended to resonate with everyone. I'll be back to do another reading as soon as possible. The next house we're going to, after I restack the deck, is going to be the 5th house to look at Pisces and Leo connection. Thank you for your patience. Okay. Alright, so now we're looking at Pisces and Leo, aka the 5th house for Leo, the 12th house for Pisces. Dear Holy Spirit, please put resonance in the deck to give me a reading for Leo and Pisces. Knight of Pentacles, 7 of Fire, and the Hermit. Okay, so it looks like at least one of you is minded to raise the connection to a higher level of commitment. The other appears to be bachelor and or bachelorette. So kind of pulling away due to the intensity and the uncertainty of the connection raising to a higher level of commitment. That's what I have. I had this literal exact reading in another house. I already forgot which house it is. But let's clarify to see what the difference is here. Starting with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Ace of Swords clarifies that. So I feel like that's a confirmation that yes, our person of interest feels certain about you. So technically this would be Leo's energy toward Pisces. But if there's twin flame energy going on, it could be mutual with you both feeling this way. Or when I say Leo, it could be Pisces actually. But anyhow, so one of you at least sees that, yes, this is my person. This is the connection that I want. Alright, clarifying the 7 of Fire is the 4 of Fire being clarified there. So, you know, the 7 of Fire, I like to call it standing on your square at a position of leverage. So the 4 of Fire there, it points to the stability of you remaining standing on your square or falling off the square. I'm going to look over here for a second. But what I'm seeing here is that there could be some also emphasis on housing, your person wanting to live with you, cohabitate together, and just come together dynamically and have a monogamous committed relationship with you. Let me get some clarity over here with that Hermit. Alright, so it could be the two of you actually coming to an agreement. Hold on. Okay, yeah, and talking about it, some communication. So your person may be a little bit withdrawn. Like you might feel a sense of them pulling away. But now it looks like you both could actually be the ones taking some quality time for yourselves and continuing to talk about it and consider it. So I'm going to use another deck to get more information. You deserve love. Yeah, because it looks like you're both available. Express your love. Okay, yes. True love. All right. Keep looking. Yeah, retreat. That's what I was wondering, if it was a retreat. Heart-to-heart conversations, correct. Okay, great. So, yeah, that's what I'm looking at for this one. Okay, so it looks like, yeah, you have somebody who's pursuing you, and it looks like you take some time to think about it, but then you start to agree and see that you guys actually do have potential here, and you take some time to yourselves to talk about that and to feel it out, and yes, etc., etc. So now let's get to our Celtic cross, and I'm going to put a pin in the other translations. The other interpretations of those readings are complete. Let's see what else we can see. Dear Holy Spirit, please give me the 8th position. And the 10th position, please. Okay. So, let me go ahead and clarify this. Because I'm looking at 3 feminine embodiments, at least, on the table. So I just want to clarify if they are the same woman's energy or different. Ace of Swords, 5 of Fire, please clarify the Queen of Pentacles to let me know if it's the same woman's energy or different. Ace of Swords, anything else? 4 of Fire. Please clarify the High Priestess. Or, hold on, is there anything else about the Queen of Pentacles? No. Okay. The High Priestess. Ace of Swords. Nine of Fire. Alright, so I feel like that clarifies. There was one queen that was harmonizing to come towards the Empress, and the other people of interest that came on the table were X'd out. So it does look like there's one person of interest, and the others that were potentials look like they're not the one. Alright, so that's about the second position. The 7 of Fire for me is that bachelor and or bachelorette. So let me look here. Dear Holy Spirit, please clarify the 7 of Fire. Okay, thank you for closing me out. Okay, the Ace of Swords, 5 of Fire. Yeah, I feel like that is the Bachelor, Bachelorette energy. The Bachelor, Bachelorette energy, canceling out, crossing out other options, and honing into one, wanting to be more serious. Let's see if there's anything else. Alright, and that's what I'm getting. Please clarify the Nine of Swords. Ace of Swords. Let's see. Dear Holy Spirit, is there anything else? The uncertainty. So, feeling like there's the one, but not sure if it's going to be reciprocated. Oh, also there were other people of interest too, so that was the issue. Okay, so just the uncertainty and feeling that that could be destabilizing for them, standing on their square at a position of leverage. Let me take a look at the Ten of Swords in the past. Dear Holy Spirit, please clarify the Ten of Swords. Ace of Swords. The Moon. There could have been a rejection in the past. And if there was a rejection in the past, seeing that there was different people of interest, may have caused a delay in that moon energy of uncertainty in the past. So it looks like this could be, like a trying it again after rejection, or after, time has passed, and wanting to make this offer, but that type of intensity is what was being clarified. And the Ten of Swords, and it's almost like that saying in rejection, would you rather know or would you rather not know, for the fear of rejection. That's what I have for Pisces in the 5th house at this time. So let's see. I just need a moment to pick up the cards here, and then we can move to the 4th house for Pisces. Let's see here. Or I do feel like taking a break. Yeah, just to make sure that I have my energy up. Okay, so let's take a break here, and I'll be back. Thank you so much for your support on the video and on the channel. Signing off for now until next time. Peace.